Welcome to the Right Center on the campus of Otterbein University. We'll have a full house today, so please be sure every seat is filled in each row. Today's ushers are wearing a red polo and can answer questions as they arise. Of course, if you have friends or family who are not here and would like to share in your graduates' accomplishments, text or call them, directing them to the university's main webpage at otterbein.edu, where the ceremony is streaming live. At the conclusion of this ceremony, please remain seated until all graduates have exited. Your graduate will be waiting for you near the campus center for the Grove Street post-commencement celebration. Information about first aid, restrooms, emergency exits, and where to get water can be found on the map at the back of your program. At this time, please turn cell phones or any other noise-emitting devices to the silent setting. Once you can see the presentation of the colors is completed, you may sit for the remainder of the processional. If at any time you need emergency assistance during the ceremony, please see an usher in the red polo or one of the police officers. And now, please direct your attention to the screens for a thank you message from the class of 2019.
Otterbein's made me the person I am today because they've given me the resources and the support to reach my full potential.
Otterbein has made me who I am through all of the opportunities to be involved.
I have been able to meet so many different people from different walks of life.
Otterbein has made me into who I am by just giving me a lot of opportunities that I don't think I would have had by myself.
I'm a theater major. Theater really taught me a lot. Being thankful, being grateful for the theatrical experience, that really shaped my Otterbein experience.
My favorite thing about Otterbein is probably just the people. Where I've never been somewhere and met students talk about the way that they talk about Otterbein. People at Otterbein I think are really unique in the best way.
There is just such a nice, diverse group of people here.
There's something special about walking around and, everyone knowing your name and, just that real family feel around campus.
My Otterbein love story really started the moment I stepped on campus, and ever since then I've just felt like I've been part of this flock and have been able to thrive.
The people that I've been able to surround myself with have 100% made me and made this experience exactly what I needed it to be.
One of my favorite Otterbein moments was being on homecoming court in the fall. It was really cool because I got to see anyone I cared about in my life came to Otterbein that day, and I got to see them, and they were celebrating my success here, and I got to represent the school, but also they were at one of the most important places in my life.
I co-founded the Promise House. It's been one of the most rewarding experiences during my college career. It's a community resource center and food pantry for students on campus, and I'm very fortunate to have had the opportunity and the support to start something that didn't exist my freshman year.
I thank everybody at Otterbein that helped me to create this valuable 4 years experience. Also really appreciate my family for their generous support throughout the 4 years.
Erica Van Doff is the first person who comes to mind. She has just been such a mentor and a role model for me. Definitely the people in the Center for Student Involvement, everyone who has helped me as an orientation leader and kind of running that program, and has helped me in running OtterTune because I work very closely with them.
I would love to thank all of our donors and supporters and the Board of Trustees for believing in me and not even knowing me. I think it's crazy to think how much support I've gotten just to get to Otterbein.
I gotta thank my parents first and foremost for pushing me here even when I was focused on other places and other things. Secondly, my athletic training professors, the whole entire major. Joan Rocks, thank you so much for giving me so many opportunities. Connie Richardson, thank you so much. Thank you for the long talks that we've had in your office. Thank you for not letting me quit even when I wanted to, and how many times that I've ever said that to you. To the professors I've had over the last 4 years, thank you for your patience, and thank you for always opening your door for me, for always giving me extra help if I ever needed it. That will stay with me for a long time.
Only Otterbein has allowed me to be a dual sport athlete, a scholar in the classroom, and a leader on campus.
Only Otterbein has given me the experiences I need to help me realize that I can make a positive impact on the world.
Only Otterbein taught me to accept who I am.
Only at Otterbein was I challenged to learn more and do more than I ever thought possible.
Only Otterbein lets me be myself and a student leader for others.
Only Otterbein has allowed me to flourish, to finally find a place to call home, and to really excel in the things that I do best.
All right. Everybody in here is a lot warmer at this point. So good afternoon. I'm Mark Thresher, Chair of the Board of Trustees and a graduate of the class of 1978. I'd like to welcome you here to the Reich Center for this commencement ceremony of the 172nd year of Otterbein University. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations to our graduates, to the faculty, staff, parents, families, and friends. Thank you for your guidance, and your support. I think you'll hear a little bit more about that as we go. So for the members of the class of 2019, you're now part of 26,000 alumni strong, and just remember that because we want you to be ambassadors as you go out of this building today. I'm sure you will be. You can be proud to be part of that community, and that represents leaders and scholars who are recognized as in excellence and achievement in their industries and in their professions. Know that Otterbein education has taught you a number of things. Hopefully you've gained a little bit of discipline, I'm sure you have, and a lot of knowledge. You've learned how to tackle challenges and problems that don't have easy answers. You understand the value of collaboration and how to work together, work alongside those who very importantly have different perspectives. So diversity and inclusion is a very important part of what we stand for, and it matters a lot as you leave here. And you've learned that you have the ability and the responsibility to make a difference where you can. What distinguishes Otterbein, your degree, is the values we've reinforced here, and take those values with you, the people who have invested in you, and the hands-on experience and lessons that have shaped your learning inside and outside of the classroom across the campus. As you leave Otterbein today, you know that you're better prepared because of education and the experience that only Otterbein could have given you. Otterbein has had a significant impact on my life and my lives of my family. My wife is a graduate, my daughter and my son-in-law are graduates, and I think everybody would say it's a great place. So we look forward to your success and know that you will continue to bring pride and honor to Otterbein University in your work and your contributions. So before I move on, I was at baccalaureate this morning, I heard a lot of quotes, so I had to do a little research, so let me give you a quote. So this is a quote from Murray Lincoln, who is one of the founding CEOs at Nationwide, a long time ago, 1920 something, okay? So his quote is, "People have within their own hands the tools to fashion their own destiny." I hope that Otterbein has given you a few new tools for your toolbox, and take that with you, okay? At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Colette Masterson, who will lead us in the invocation. Colette is a 2005 graduate of Otterbein University with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Marketing, and Bachelor of Arts in English Creative Writing. She earned her Master's in Higher Education and Student Affairs from the Ohio State University in 2007, and a PhD in Higher Education from Ohio University in 2016. Colette is completing her 5th year as a staff member and at her alma mater, where she currently serves as the Director of Center for Student Involvement. Colette is passionate about student success and leadership development, and came back to Otterbein to create the Otterbein University Student Government. The Otterbein Student Government completed its 4th year, which means today's classes of graduates, student leaders, have served as an important body for all 4 years. She's proud to have watched these students grow in their leadership, just as their body of work has grown. Colette is also part of the team that is overseeing the modernization of the Campus Center. We'll get there soon, hopefully. Yep. Anybody wants to write a check today, it'd be fine. She is passionate about the opportunity to contribute to the development of the campus experience that will shape generations in the future. So with that, Colette, please come forward.
At this time, I would invite you to stand as you are able and join me in a moment of reflection. Creator of wisdom, be present among the members of this community as we gather on this commencement day to celebrate the Otterbein University class of 2019. As they leave this comfortable nest of their alma mater, let us give thanks for all these students have accomplished in the pursuit of this moment. They became a community of Cardinals coming from near and far, from Westerville, Grove City, Dexter, Cincinnati, Mandeville, and even China. They have faced change and challenges, enjoyed successes and championships. They have made a difference, both locally and globally. They have grown and developed and emerged into the individuals you see today. As they move on to new chapters in their lives, may they remember the lessons of the quiet, peaceful village, to think broadly and deeply, to be just and do what is right, to serve others and be kind, to be bold and vulnerable, and to lead a life of purpose. We are thankful for the family members, those present and those far away, who have supported these students in whatever way or means possible to make this moment a reality. We are thankful for the faculty, staff, and administrators who have guided these students as they have learned to fulfill their potential. Let us be present in appreciation of this moment, the accomplishment of our students, and the infinite possibilities that lie before them. Amen.
You may be seated. Let's hear it for the Otterbein class of 2019. Give it up, everybody. This is a great day at Otterbein and a great class of individuals that we're sorry to let you all go, but you will always be members of the Cardinal Nation, so don't worry, we're never really letting go of you. We are proud, your families are proud, your friends are proud. This is your day. You have earned all of this. Congratulations, class of 2019. Now, I am just a first-year student myself. I think after today I may be technically a sophomore. And so I only really know this class really from its exploits from the prior 3 years before now. But I know this is a remarkable group of students who have made Otterbein a better place forever. And we're very, very grateful for all you've done through leadership on campus and beyond. And I get to introduce one of your own, one of the remarkable members of the class of 2019 today, Eileen Cannon, who offers greetings on behalf of the class of 2019. Eileen will be receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Biology and Zoo and Conservation Science as a double major. She came from Louisiana, the daughter of a retired Navy captain. She credits her life as a proud military brat for developing her tremendous lust for adventure. As a campus leader, Eileen was involved in residence life as an RA and student hall director. She was part of the host and tour program and served as a lab manager for the Budgie Lab. Among her many impressive accomplishments, Eileen has conducted research at the Cape Parrots in the Eastern Cape of South Africa, her work there being recorded in an honors-winning senior thesis. She has helped with the care and training of more than 100 animals as an intern at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. And in just 2 short weeks, she'll be headed to Chengdu Research Base of giant panda breeding in China for the summer. After returning from her adventure and studies in China, Eileen hopes to work for a zoo or aquarium in California, where she also considers graduate studies. Eileen, we're really honored to count you among this graduating class, and we welcome you forward to speak on their behalf.
Thank you, President Comerford. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome to Commencement for the Otterbein University class of 2019. It's strange because I feel I've been looking at the name of that Facebook group for all of these years without realizing that it was ever going to actually mean something, and yet here we are. The funny thing is, 5 years ago, when I visited Otterbein for the first time as a high school student, I was absolutely convinced that I was never going to come here. I hated my tour. It was the first college tour I ever took, and it was my first time ever in the state of Ohio. And I was so upset with my parents for making me go on a college tour during my spring break that I firmly decided I would only consider every other school except for Otterbein. Still, I ended up applying, but it wasn't until I was actually visiting another university in a different country and lucked into a personal tour of a nearby zoo that I realized I would be missing a great opportunity if I didn't come to Otterbein for the Zoo and Conservation Science program. I was so nervous about starting my first year in a place that seemed so foreign, but I haven't regretted it once. Now, I know this may not be everyone's story. Some of us knew for years that Otterbein was the place for us. Some of us transferred in later. The part of our story that brings us together is that we all found something at Otterbein that we couldn't find anywhere else. And for some of us, that might be something very practical, proximity to home, affordable, or a particular major or class. I like to think, though, that for a lot of us, it's something more sentimental than that. We found a sense of home, belonging, an escape from the past, and a path to the future. The last few years have shaped all of us in ways that we will still be trying to understand and appreciate for quite some time. Still, there are some lessons that I already treasure. In my first year seminar class with Professor Jason Kuyber, who definitely pulled the cool college professor move of, oh, just call me Jason, which terrified fresh out of high school me, we discussed the concept of cosmopolitanism, which I assure you has nothing to do with a beverage or the magazine. Cosmopolitanism is the idea that we are all citizens of the world rather than just the towns and cities in which we were raised. I'm sure a lot of you are surprised that I remember anything from my FYS. But that lesson really stuck with me. It's become one of the most important things that I've learned at Otterbein because it's been pervasive throughout my entire college experience, both explicitly and implicitly. From courses in my major like conservation biology to integrative studies courses like Latin America, orientations, perspectives, and contexts, I have been learning to care about my place in the global community. Otterbein hasn't just been preparing us for life in Westerville, Ohio. It has been preparing us for life in Ohio and beyond. We've taken classes that teach us about other cultures. We've participated in community service to understand those whose experiences and realities are different from our own. We've taken travel courses, and we have learned that there is a world out there just waiting for us to experience it and hoping that we'll do more to give back to it. By this afternoon, we will walk out of this space, one step closer to the future, comfortable in the knowledge that we will be joining a network of alumni who are out there right now making change. I know it's presumptuous to say that we'll be changing the world, but isn't today a day to be a little ridiculous? It might feel implausible to think that we're curing cancer or eliminating all pollution or writing the next Harry Potter or starting a Fortune 500 company, but why not believe that we could? Why not finish that sentence with we're not doing it yet? It's become normal for our generation to be cynical and pessimistic, but we don't have to be. Today is a day to take everything we've learned throughout our years here at Otterbein and to start using it for good. So thank you, friends, family, faculty, staff, everyone who helped shape this experience for us, who gave us the resources we needed to grow, and who helped us to know that we could do it and that we will do it. And to all of my classmates, in case you're not already sick of hearing it today, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of us. In the spirit of the wonderfully cheesy bird themes that started our college career in first flight, these cardinals are flying for the last time. But soon we'll be taking off for new adventures. Thank you.
There's a lesson there, never speak after an Otterbein student. They always do such a great job. That was perfect. In case you haven't noticed yet, there's been a change in our program. Our scheduled commencement speaker was unable to make it due to circumstances beyond his control. I know that Nick Akins, the CEO of American Electric Power, is very sorry to not be with us today. He is a member of Cardinal Nation, has a son with a degree from here, a daughter-in-law degree from here, and AEP, and he and his family personally have supported the work that we do here because he knows what we're doing here is so very special. So we know that he'll be back on campus soon. But this left us in a bit of a conundrum when you find out 48 hours before commencement that you need a new speaker. And so we quickly put the brain trust together and thought, who could do this? Who has the gravitas? Who knows Otterbein so well? Who in fact represents the very essence of what Otterbein is, and that is, students say it with me, Dean Gaddy. So I've got to say, before he retires here in a month and a half or so, this is the last of the big other duties as assigned. He got 40 hours notice to put together a commencement address, and we're very, very thankful that he was able to do that. Yesterday, our Board of Trustees
gave Dean Gaddy the honor of being named our Emeritus Vice President and Dean of Student Affairs. This is the highest honor that our university can give a member of our faculty and staff, an emeritus status. And so at this time, I would like to invite up our Provost and Senior Vice President, Wendy Sherman Heckler, to introduce Dean Gaddy, as if you all already know him, and share a little bit about that resolution that the board passed. Wendy.
Okay, when you've been here for 41 years, you get a lot of whereases, so just prepare. Whereas Robert M. Gaddy has served Otterbein University students since 1978, holding positions of increasing responsibility before being named Vice President of Student Affairs in 1992. And whereas he has positively impacted the lives of thousands of students while leading campus initiatives in partnership with 4 university presidents. And whereas in his role as Dean of Students, Gaddy has enhanced the student experience with his commitment to improvements and expansions to campus safety, residence life, health and wellness, community engagement, and counseling services for the overall well-being of Otterbein students, thus preparing them to make impactful contributions to their professions and communities. And whereas Gaddy has championed social justice, diversity, and inclusion, helping to create a campus community where all voices are heard and different opinions are valued, regardless of race, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, disability, military status, or socioeconomic background. And whereas his campus leadership in guiding students through their college experience by removing barriers to graduation, providing career and professional development opportunities, and helping each individual student achieve success has led to significant increases in retention. And whereas he co-chaired the Otterbein University Governance Review Commission, resulting in an improved governance structure to ensure all members of the Otterbein community are represented. Whereas in his lifetime career in higher education, Gaddy has held several offices in professional organizations, received numerous honors and awards on campus, professionally, and in the community, has written several articles, and made presentations on various topics in his field, serving as a model to his peers and representing Otterbein's best in the community with his professionalism. And whereas his warmth, kindness, caring, and mentoring of students has created strong bonds and memories for 4 decades of Otterbein's alumni, faculty, staff, and friends, cementing a legacy that will continue to impact future generations of students. And whereas the Big Daddy Bob Gaddy fan club is known throughout the land, I lost my place. Okay, now, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of his leadership in advancing social justice, diversity, and inclusion at Otterbein, the Otterbein University Board of Trustees recognizes Robert M. Gaddy for his outstanding service and contributions to Otterbein University and grants him emeritus status.
Someone asked me if I'd be emotional during commencement. I said, I don't think so. Then they asked me if I would do baccalaureate, and I said, okay, I may be a little bit emotional. And then they asked me to speak at commencement, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna be a lot more emotional. And then this, it's on steroids right now, so. I have allergies, so in case I get a little geflunked. Well, thank you, Provost Wendy Sherman Heckler, and thank you, President John. That's the newest title I've heard students give President Comerford just this week. Typical Otterbein students, respectful and endearing. Family members and friends, faculty and staff, class of 2019. Bet you're surprised to see me up here this morning. You should know the person in this room who's most surprised up here is me. Now, the good news for you is this. Having 41 years experience at Otterbein, I've learned a lot about days like today and ceremonies. While you would no doubt have gained wisdom and meaning from Nick Akins, I know that for you and your families, that you will appreciate most about my commencement address is that it will be brief. So while you're not getting anyone famous today, you are getting a speaker who understands that we're here today for you and that really important walk you'll take across this stage. So let's get on with it. There are bigger moments ahead of us. I'll start off by saying congratulations to the class of 2019. You made it, and I get to graduate with you. Isn't that cool? It's really cool. And since we'll always share this day, I started to think about some things we've done together. 4 years ago, I was handing you out t-shirts as you joined us in First Flight, and you signed The Rock for the first time as a class. This past week, we were together again, and I was handing out t-shirts to you at senior celebration. I watched you sign The Rock for the last time as a class, leaving a more lasting mark on your community. And I've handed out bacon at every late night exam and breakfast. Seems like I hand a lot of stuff out. We've worked together on so many community service projects. I never get tired of watching you work with heart and care. During the last 4 years, we've gone through some moments. We've celebrated, we've mourned, we've disagreed, we've laughed, we've challenged one another, and we've learned. And I have learned more from you than what you would ever imagine. The most important thing, we have done it together. You made me an honorary member of your organizations. You gave me important awards and even named a few after me. And on Friday night at Noble Transition, you gave me my very own stole. By the way, that's the Italian colors, thank you. We've broken bread many times from meals in uptown Westerville to the campus center. It may not have been like dinners at home, but make no mistake, they were still family meals. Many of the friends that you're sitting with on the floor of this room are just as important to you as the family members who sit in the audience. Remember that. I hope you will work to maintain those relationships with your classmates, with your professors, and with your staff mentors. You'll be glad you did. The thing I hear most Otterbein alumni say come down to two things. First, they credit much of their success to the professors and people who help them understand their potential. And second, they say that they will always treasure their Otterbein friends. As you begin your next journey, let me share a few lessons I've learned from my last journey. Much like you are preparing to leave Otterbein, so am I. And much like you're wondering what comes next. I'm also facing uncertainty about the next chapter of my life. Let's call this unsolicited advice from the dean. Trust me, I'm offering this advice as much as a reminder to myself as I'm hoping to inspire you a bit too. First, don't be afraid to fail. The greatest calamity in life is not to fail, but to fail to try. If you're not failing, you're trying. Some of the greatest lessons I've learned have been through mistakes, and trust me, there have been plenty of them. When you make a mistake, own it. Don't get defensive, make excuses, sulk, or beat yourself up. Learn from your mistake and move on. The people around you will appreciate you for that. Second, there is no such thing as an insignificant relationship. Aside from cultivating relationships with your peers, supervisors, don't forget others in your organization, such as administrative assistants, housekeepers, maintenance staff, and grounds crew. These individuals at Otterbein help me be better at my job. Every employee is a source of unlimited ideas on how to improve the organization and ultimately your work. All they need is to be asked and positively reinforced when they do so. They will add value to your work and appreciate you for noticing them. And when you have success in your career, reach back, pull someone up with you. You will change their lives. Along these lines, live your life with passion. Whether it's your work or whether it's in your work or outside your work, live your life with passion. Eunice Kennedy Shriver's oldest sister, Rosemary Kennedy, was born with an intellectual disability. And watching her sister be ostracized by the world led Eunice to hold the first Camp Shriver at her farm in Maryland. That eventually evolved into what we know today as Special Olympics. Practice more empathy. We can't stand on one side and point fingers to the other side. The world needs you to model what empathy looks like in all forms. Of all the soft skills that are important in today's workplace, empathy is the foundation. Empathy will help you in negotiations, in effective teamwork, in sales, in service, and in teaching. Empathy will change your perspective just enough to give you the courage to stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. And finally, live your life with integrity. You know, people can take your watch, your money, your most prized possession. The only thing they can't take from you is your integrity. You can only give that away. Former President Jimmy Carter is admired more for his post-presidency work than when he was President of the United States. A few years ago, I saw a poster of Jimmy Carter. It read, "Honest, compassion, integrity." 91 years old, battling brain cancer, and building houses for the less fortunate. Wouldn't we all like that to be said about us at 91 years of age? Live your life with integrity. Speaking of Jimmy Carter and Habitat for Humanity, there was a song sung by Reba McEntire 7 years ago to former Presidents J.W. and H.W. Bush and their family, and the Clintons and their family. And it started with, don't worry, I'm not going to sing this, okay? We're good. College kids turning 21 in their senior year, spring break was here. They headed south for the sun on their skin where the storms had been. It was hard fixing windows and shingles and doors, and tired never felt so good before. Everyday people are the ones who are making miracles, and it's beautiful. Everyday people lifting the world. Like an answered prayer, I thank God they're there. They're the ones who care. Everyday people. Well, instead of everyday people, you could easily replace it with Otterbein people. Class of 2019, you have been making a difference for the last 4 years. After a series of gatherings to identify socio-economical barriers to student success, members of this class established the Promise House, a student-led resource center and food pantry for Otterbein students. Otterbein people making miracles. And when Walnut Springs Elementary School needed a program for 6th grade boys, you answered the call and established Bro Time, a weekly mentoring program to help build respect and leadership for these young boys. Otterbein people lifting up the world. You reached out to a fellow athlete who is battling cancer and gave him and his family the support when they needed it the most. Otterbein people, they're the ones who care. Now, counting myself among those Otterbein people, I've learned there are two ways to do things. There's the easy way, and then there's the Otterbein way. The Otterbein way means we tend to take the hard road, but we always get there. The Otterbein way means Otterbein students volunteer more than 70,000 hours of service each year. Some schools make service mandatory requirement to graduate. Otterbein students share their talent and their time because they know it's the right thing to do. The Otterbein way means we can put lawn chairs and patio furniture across the campus without chaining them to the ground. And they're there every morning. They're there every morning. And the Otterbein way means that we were with a family of a student athlete who passed away. More than 75 students came to surround them so the family wasn't alone in such a painful moment. Whether it's difficult moments or joyous occasions, the Otterbein way means you never stand alone. The Otterbein way may take longer, it may be harder, it may ask more of us, but it means not being afraid to think outside the box and not being afraid to take risk. And that is what we celebrate today. You are the Otterbein way. You are passionate, supportive, and committed. You genuinely want to make a difference, and you care about one another. Only Otterbein. Family and guests, I know that our future is in good hands. 2019 graduates, I believe I speak for all the faculty and staff and everyone in this room. You give us hope. So go out there and make a difference, and when you do, I know you will do it the Otterbein way. Thank you.
As you can see, we have been very lucky for 41 years to have Bob Gaddy teach us the Otterbein way, and he has changed many lives in the process. That was perfect. Thank you. As you can tell from the program, we're now going to move on to recognizing the members of this graduating class, and we are thrilled to do so. It's so important to remember that as you look at colleges and universities, a lot of us have pretty campuses and friendly people. You really want to see what's going on, talk to a graduate. Talk to a graduate and hear their stories of their accomplishments that they had while they're on campus and off, the faculty and staff mentors, the community on campus. And so today we celebrate each one of you individually, but also our accomplishments as a university community. We are in a room full of people who have stood by these graduates, supported them, and made today possible. So, specifically, Otterbein is known, in fact, you could say at our very essence, as a college of opportunity. We make sure that a first-class, world-class education is accessible to all those who want a chance at it. And so I would like to take a moment and ask the members of the graduating class for whom they are the first in their family to graduate from college to please stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. We're very proud of you. And to show you how the cycle continues, I would also like to ask the members of the Otterbein faculty and staff who were the first in their families to achieve a bachelor's degree to stand and be recognized. That is inspirational stuff. Otterbein, as you have been hearing, is a community of individuals dedicated to service. And I can think of no greater service than those who have served their country. And so I would like to invite graduates and members of the audience who have served in the military to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You make us all very proud. An Otterbein education is distinguished by a unique approach to integrating direct experience into all learning. To ensure that our students have the opportunity to apply knowledge they gain in the classroom in real-world settings, the university developed a signature program called the 5 Cardinal Experiences, or the 5 Cards. A cardinal experience is defined as an active and authentic concrete experience that engages students in real-world opportunities to apply the knowledge and skills they've learned in the classroom. Today, we are honoring those students who have not only participated in an experience, but those who have analyzed, contextualized, and reported on their experience as it relates to their personal and professional growth. Students who have earned one or more cardinal experience and those who have had their experience vetted by faculty and staff sponsors wear cords that recognize each of the cards they have earned. Students who have earned all 5 cards are wearing a special embossed pin with the number 5. At this time, I would like to ask the graduates who have earned all 5 cards and have that pin to please stand to be recognized. Thank you. As you can tell, we have a truly remarkable community and model students, faculty, and staff on our campus. It's important to remember that the way Otterbein works, the business model of what we do here, is a pay-it-forward model. And I want to take a moment just to remind this class, as I'm sure they saw from all over campus from your 4 years here, that you were here during our record-setting Where We Stand Matters campaign. And your lives, whether you knew it or not, were touched by the donors who gave in that campaign. They supported our faculty in their professional development and their academic and scholarly endeavors. They supported your study abroad experiences. They helped us renovate buildings. They provided scholarships. They made possible your experience here at Otterbein. And it being a pay-it-forward model, all of those donors did so because their lives were touched and changed by Otterbein, and they wanted to make sure that you had that opportunity. And we know that as you move forward, you will do the same thing to make sure the next generation has this chance, because that's how this works around here. Today, we also mark the first class of Otterbein Systems Engineering majors to graduate. That was a specific accomplishment. Go ahead, applaud for them. That was specifically supported by our donors. This class got to enjoy the Point, which was specifically supported by our donors. Some of you were able to have life-changing experiences because of these. So when you are asked to pay it forward, and I'm not just talking about checks, by the way, when Ryan Breckbill calls you and says, I need an internship for a student in your company, can you help us out? I hope that you will say yes. When your department asks you to come guest teach in a class and talk about your professional experience, I hope that you will say yes. When you are asked to nominate one of your fellow alumni for an alumni award, I hope that you will say yes. And maybe someday you'll be able to stand here at graduation and see how your contributions have made it possible for the next generation of Cardinals to have a life-changing experience. So I would like this class and all of us to thank all of those who made the Where We Stand Matter campaign and this whole experience possible. Thank you very much. Okay, grads, it is almost here. We're about to make this whole thing official, like it or not. You can always come back for grad school if you really want to. Graduates, we're about to have a very big moment. The moment you've been dreaming about for years and your family's been dreaming about for years. You're going to walk across this stage and be recognized as an Otterbein graduate, and that is a big, big deal and a big, big moment. But before we do that, I want to make sure we have one other big moment. Grads, I know you recognize this. When you walk across this stage, you are not walking across this stage alone. With you on this stage are all the people that helped you get to this moment. Your families, your friends, your peers, your faculty and staff mentors, even donors you've never met are there with you because they dedicated their lives to making sure you had a moment like this. They are walking across this stage with the same level of pride that you will have walking across this stage. So graduates in class of 2019, I want you all to stand up and thank those who made this possible for you. Very good, thank you. You can sit back down. Now, the names listed in the commencement program are all of the graduates who completed their programs since September 2018. Please note that not all the graduates are with us today, but we recognize them all nonetheless. We will now proceed with the official conferring of degrees with our Provost and Senior Vice President, Dr. Sherman Heckler.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? Yep. Yep. Okay. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Otterbein University, I present the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Music Education, and Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Here comes the best part of my job. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Ohio and the Board of Trustees of Otterbein University, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree. Let's hear it for the students. And now for your final test, graduates. You can move your tassel from the right side to the left side to officially recognize. Graduates, you may be seated as we call you forward by rows to receive your diplomas.
We will now recognize candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree. Jasmine Renee Caldwell. Jordan Burks. Grace Alls. Matthew Iglesias. Jossie Hall. Claudia Owusu, cum laude. Mary Grace Sanchez. Bertha Jaramillo Alfaro. Anayame Danner de Armas. Amber Hayes. Mariama Ba, magna cum laude. Taryn Tabri Boone. Sam Bugansky. Kira McIntyre Hines, cum laude. Javara Richardson. Fatima Ibrahim. Megan Coltis. Sophia Jo Arnold. Bria Williams. Michaela Williams. Samantha Stewart Sample. Chen Yang. Lin Yinghao Harry Lin. Cum laude. Michaela Burr. Jay Ference. Zachary Bird, cum laude. Andrea Miller. Kaylin Lyons Schreier, summa cum laude. Lindsay Marie Jones, magna cum laude. Tanaka Deroy Mazivananga. Maxwell Sheridan. Ian Schroyer. Brandon Allen Moody. Emily Corquera. Kendra Mader. Andrea Rohr. Diana Lee Asta. Dylan Luda. Wesley Derek Petrucci. Adam Honorino. Catherine Friedenmaker. Amy Catherine Russick. Bridget Edith Aslan. Seth Daniel Hazen, magna cum laude. Jeremy Jonathan Paul. Jonathan Clark Obenchain. Lillian Juliana Van Weingarten, summa cum laude. Amanda Estelle Seibert. Anne Elise Campbell, cum laude with honors. Jessica Elizabeth Metcalf, cum laude. Claire DeRay Senard. Olivia Ruth Crago, cum laude. Lauren Heberling, summa cum laude. Haley Lynn Wasserman. Kayla Nice. Christopher Sallier. Megan Jeanette Yates, summa cum laude. Marissa Glusich Stiff, magna cum laude. Claire Grace Legender, summa cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Bloomfield, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Cartnell. Haley Hoy. Abby Stuhlmiller. Megan Rose Van Stone. Nicole Marie Gatos. Andrew Augustin. Abigail Claire Dennison. Richard Herbst. Brett Michael Lucas. Mercedes Marcolongo. Anne Marie Mattingly. Anju Leung. Sage Picone. Christopher Russell Good. Corey Levon Howard, Sr. Hannah Schneider, summa cum laude. Emily Jane Miller, summa cum laude with honors. Amber Rose Pitzenberger, cum laude. Aaron Lee Larson. Kyle Allen Turner. Audrey Ruth Evans. Tobias Varland. Clayton Angelo Chiatola. Emily Grace Dawson, cum laude. Adeline May Almendinger. Carly Marie Durko. Mackenzie Siebert. Micah Lynn Kerfman. Rachel Pierce. Carmen DePolito. Morgan Anthony. Rachel Lager. Michael Anderson. Kyle Stebner, cum laude. Austin Miller. Dalton Heath Vanderpool. Christian James Audio. Hayden Heilsern. Thomas Michael Bartfi. Sierra Michaela Lawhead, summa cum laude. Rachel Nicole Nitchman. Rachel Bell, summa cum laude with honors. Miranda Marie Kottman. Allison Mogul, cum laude. Abigail Eileen Studebaker, summa cum laude with honors. Madison O'Neill. Amanda Deshish. Jordan Messenger. Gabrielle Lee. Cameron Lee Cross. Raven Manygoats. Ethan Patrick Swank Kavanaugh. Peyton Griffin Vanderkoy. Larson Johnson. Joshua Matthews. Maria Klepfer, magna cum laude. Kiara Brogan. Marissa Lee Hart. Mary Michelle Adams. Kiana Hernandez. Katarina Autumn Tiu, cum laude. Anne Marie Hewlett. Cameron West. Hannah Wright, cum laude. Haley Ann Schmal, summa cum laude. Caitlin Sanford. Katie Buckner. Roman Julian Metzger. Haley Sinclair De Palma. Jordan Golan. Elise Genevieve Woods, summa cum laude with honors. Kira Judd. Corinne Saul. Riley Gibson Smith, summa cum laude. Kristen Emily Gustafson. Alex Feudo, summa cum laude. Casey Jane Hall, summa cum laude. Lindsay Hartig. Catherine Louise Dodds, with distinction. Cassidy Stover. Marissa Nicolette Bingham, summa cum laude. Taylor Savannah Sutton. Abigail Christine Smoot, cum laude. Kayla Irene McNeil, cum laude. Mariah Jade Nevels. Brooke Harley Stephen, cum laude. Shaquille Dante Alexander, cum laude. Miriam Myler. CJ Smith. James JT Tenenbaum. Haley Joanne Vastine. Stephen Irwin. Adam Dunn. Alan Joseph Paul. Luz Labra Hernandez. Amanda Ann Reed, magna cum laude. Janelle Catherine Johannes, cum laude. Rebecca Perry. Sarah Meisner. Samantha Perrine, cum laude. Rachel Fruth. Angela Gihun Park. Nathan Vitartis. Jimmy Carpenter. Jake Bokar, magna cum laude. Lauren Rome, summa cum laude. Hannah Grace Wickiser. Abby Marie Smith. Shalisha Petit Day. Sydney Catherine Merck. Alexandra Pauline Schaefer, magna cum laude with distinction. Nicolette Campbell Mariente. Shakira Reese. Sierra Gillot. Jessica Leschnuck. Nicholas Knudsen. Jacob Vaughn. Juliana Saw. Charmine Kabur, cum laude. Juan Nicolas Rivas, magna cum laude. Harley Thompson. Trey Michael Playforth. Brett Schneider. Linda K. Kraus. Jamie Lynn Gleach, summa cum laude. Derek Krieger. John Putnam. Gabrielle Johnson. Anna Edwards. Brandon Shade. Heather Sandvik, magna cum laude. Claire Lamb, magna cum laude. Ian Kellogg, magna cum laude. Miranda Emily Smith. Ryan Carapis, summa cum laude with honors. Rachel Elizabeth Mauser, cum laude. Joe Rigsby. Matthew Patrick Woolham. Gabriel Cameron Jones. Daniel Bischoff. Abbas Ali Sise. Shelby Moorhead. Zoe Glore, magna cum laude. Anna Alexander. Caitlin Tallis, cum laude. Dalton Heron. John Tyler Grega, magna cum laude. Sofia Elena Contreras. Sierra Wright. Garrett Michael Griffin. This concludes the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts. We will now recognize candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. Andrew Long. Jesse Hutchinson. Beau Lajoie. Justin R. McCurdy, cum laude. Emily Finnegan Deasy. Chelsea E. Butler. Brian Patrick Luckscheider, magna cum laude. Josiah Cole Ingram. Shelby Lorenz, cum laude. Elizabeth Tenapple. Kyle Richard Mignot. Jared Edward Conover. Hunter John Adams. Evan Canale. Blake Kistner. Evan Ring. Mason Wamsley. Matteo Alessandro Dodante. Abriel McDermott. Alex Godwin, cum laude. Harley Jackson, summa cum laude. Cassidy Griffin, magna cum laude. Tyler Matthew Wharton, magna cum laude. Emily Matisco, summa cum laude, with honors. Eileen Margaret Elizabeth Connon, cum laude, with honors. Rachel Catherine Wilson, cum laude, with honors. Stephen Michael Schreck, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Francis, cum laude. Shauna Vermillion, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Rose Armstrong. Evan Paul Miller. Tim David Clinton Jr., magna cum laude, with honors. Derek Way, summa cum laude, with honors. Destiny Funk. Amaryllis Renee Gunan. Rachel Marie Hildebrand. Nick Langlois, cum laude, with distinction. Heidi Marie Mangold. Alexandra Schmitter. Hannah Eliades, with distinction. Bailey Meyer. Arian Janelle Shetter. Chad Carnes. Amanda Daniel, magna cum laude. Madison Schott, magna cum laude. Derek Walter Loke. Erin Kathleen Hughes, with honors. Mallory Soska, cum laude, with distinction. Evan Thomas Huggins, summa cum laude, with honors. Logan Murphy. Andrew Lee Cade, magna cum laude, with honors. Chance W. Bailey. Ethan Schmelzer, magna cum laude. Ileana Ella Gonzalez, Parish. Audrey Sanford. Madison Caroline McElravy, magna cum laude. Jana Hulse, magna cum laude. Reagan Elizabeth Nemec, cum laude. Michaela Joan Nur. Miguel Dominic Pedroso, summa cum laude, with distinction. Troy Phelps. Andrew Debacker. Justin Stoner. William Guay III. Isaiah McDaniel. Miles D. Sanborn Burnham. William L. Wingate. Dasan Jefferson. Alana King Mendenhall. Ladin Esther Muhammad Barnes, with distinction. Eric Martinez. Anna Elizabeth Card. Rebecca Shira, cum laude. Stephanie Ohalik, magna cum laude. Megan Bennett. Jake Harper. Kaylin Nelson, magna cum laude. Lauren Francis Ridzeski. Jessica Barloghi. Melissa Dean, summa cum laude. Olivia Grace Harris, summa cum laude. Abby Gossett. Alexandra Mackenzie Armbruster. Destiny Renee Durrett. Olivia Rochelle Langley. Jovita Masariegos Sebastian. David Vincent. Elisa Curl. Elizabeth Reese. Emily Baker with distinction. Jordan Rhea, cum laude. Kaylee Aaron Squires. Peyton Elizabeth Kelly. Marielle Brooks Montgomery. Aaron Lee Orr, cum laude with distinction. Shauna Nicole DeVee, cum laude. Leah Koskinen. Zoe Ford. Noah Crowley, cum laude. Aaron Nicole Simcoe. Lindsay Ruff. Sarah Janice Bedell. Alexis Marie Snyder. Kyla Justine Jones. Stacy Jen. Michael Van Sickles II. Brad Goff, magna cum laude with honors. Jake Logan Moreland. Jiu Lee. Jillian McCall Schmidt. Casey D. Young. Gabrielle Faith Shears, cum laude. Amanda Lee Dorica, summa cum laude. Jordan Rush. Nicolina Stefanova. Ethan Robert. Dana Schaff. Jillian Kristen Jorgensen, cum laude with honors. Taylor Nicole Wilson, with honors. Bethany Marie Callahan, magna cum laude. Megan Jane Kelly, summa cum laude with distinction. Bethany Elitha Giedemann, magna cum laude. Eric Juarez Manning, cum laude. Gavin Reed Kerner. Rachel Browning. Natalie Marie Sumser, cum laude. Sarah Louise Maxon, cum laude with honors. Holly Nicole Bernhold. Joshua Bonavita. Mike Ruman. Jacob Grundy. Joseph Sanfilippo, cum laude. Madison Lee Skurlock. Dean Supalak. Nicholas Overly. Dakota Lee Smith. Stephen Thomas Kearns. Christian Eugene Johnson. Isaiah Richmond. Trevor Joseph Dilly, cum laude. Pranaya Kalandindi. Wanzi Ma. Hao Zhou. Siwen Chu, cum laude. Benjamin Beachy, cum laude. Vincent Ruggeri. Tyler Michael Thompson, magna cum laude. Joseph Timothy Snyder III, magna cum laude. Cam Arminio, magna cum laude. Jacob Carney. Lindsay Cundiff, cum laude. Aaron Schaub. Abigail Dunn, summa cum laude. Michaela Height, magna cum laude. Catherine Danielle Kissel. Adam Grumman, magna cum laude. Drew McDonald. Ian Mays. Nicholas Emery. Santiago Acero Bedoya, magna cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science. We will now recognize candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Education. Maria Lene Gayton, summa cum laude. Shelby Nicole Lauder, summa cum laude. Shruti Mehta, magna cum laude. JC Lynn Jones, cum laude. Connor Austin Clark. Courtney Santa, cum laude. Jacob Dean Schaefer. McKenna Allman. Mackenzie Ray Swery, cum laude. Andrew Bitter. Mary Elizabeth Donnelly. Trent Johns, magna cum laude. Evan Hepp, magna cum laude. Laurel Welsh, cum laude. Maddie Hickey, summa cum laude. Logan Armstrong. Chloe Brown. Jessica Lynn Colton, summa cum laude. Jeffrey David Liptrap, magna cum laude. Megan England, magna cum laude. Kylie Jordan McKenzie. Megan Kathleen Glassmeyer, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Leininger. Samantha Herdzen. Emma Hausler, cum laude. Tiffany Palguta. Allison Shaw, summa cum laude. Jared Murphy. This concludes the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Education. We will now recognize candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sierra McConnell, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Evans. Kaylee Marie Voser, cum laude. Anne Marie Pomerantz, magna cum laude. Maria Diane Fau, magna cum laude. Jenica Fenton, magna cum laude. Marty Gruber. Abby M. Smith. Felicia Pascal. Anna Schultz. Michaela Lynn Pankuch, cum laude. Allison Grady, magna cum laude. Michaela Marie Pennington, summa cum laude. Sophie Marie Allen, magna cum laude. Kristen Ashley Moore. Elizabeth Caitlin McLaren. Jennifer Marquard, cum laude. Sarah Lindholm. Chelsea Seifert, summa cum laude. Hannah Marie Wetter. Catherine Banghoff, cum laude. Danielle Cole. Nita Riaz. Aini Abdi. Natasha Ann Mack, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Tolar, cum laude. Laura Kareen. Savannah Marie Pizzuro. Meredith McKaylin Rivers. Alexis Marie Hackbarth. Marissa Marie Washel. Gabrielle Hasbrook, cum laude. Anna Caroselli. Bethany Geneva Dressback. Jordan Elise Howard, cum laude. Dijonay Yvonne Dix, magna cum laude. Laura Yoder, magna cum laude. Abianju Ndobagang. Jesse Ian McMullen. Abigail Russell. Rachel Ann Stayer, magna cum laude. McKenna Jacobs. Mary Dibdahl, cum laude. Chandler Hill. Angelia Renee Foos, magna cum laude. Catherine K. Foltz. Haley Drew Hotchkiss. Jennifer Lee Wenger, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. We will now recognize candidates for the Bachelor of Music degree. Eric David Stratton. Jeffrey Gear. Chance Anthony Landers, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Music. We will now recognize candidates for the Bachelor of Music Education degree. Lyndon Jane Rost. Connor Allen Notstein. Garrett Michael Lind. Abigail Josephine Hughes, magna cum laude with honors. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Music Education degree. We will now recognize candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree. Lindsay Marine Clucky. Andre Spathelf Sanders. Kara Christine Job. Jessica Michelle Palagano, magna cum laude. Maxwell Cameron Bartel. Trey Kenneth Plotnicki, cum laude. Noel Isaacson, magna cum laude. Noel. Catherine Lee, magna cum laude. Tristan Rose Gilia, magna cum laude. Riley K. Luscalit Menken. Ruben Reese. Alyssa Grace Delorque. This concludes the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Give it up one more time for the class of 2019. That was cool.
Honor bestowed upon a retiring member of the Otterbein community. It is granted in recognition of distinguished service to the university, exemplary participation in campus life, service to the community, and the esteem of students and colleagues. It has been an Otterbein tradition during the commencement ceremony to recognize these respected leaders. This year, in addition to Dean Gaddy, 9 other distinguished members of the Otterbein community were granted the honor of Emeritus status by the Otterbein University Board of Trustees. Would Dr. Amy Shivington, Dr. Jim Gorman, Dr. Tom James, Dr. Susan Thompson, Dr. Zhenjiang Tong, Dr. Adele Weiss, Becky Smith, and Carolyn Coyne please come up to the stage? Shortcut. Shortcut's fine. Our final Emeritus status recipient is being honored posthumously for her dedicated service and far-reaching impact during her 30 years at Otterbein. Dr. Karen Robinson was a professor of education and beloved teacher, mentor, and friend. We are joined today by Karen's husband, Dr. John Robinson, her sons, Ellis and Ethan, and her daughter-in-law, Margaret. John, would you please come forward to receive Karen's gift? For the countless lives of students you have mentored, encouraged, and transformed, and for the many ways you have enriched the daily lives of your colleagues and the quality of life for our university community, we offer our sincerest thanks and appreciation. We offer you this blank journal within which we hope you will record your wisdom, great insight, and ever-promising ideas. Please join me one more time in congratulating these scholars, colleagues, and friends on their emeritus status.
Graduates, this is a proud day. It's a proud day for you and your families, but I've got to say it's a hugely proud day for all of us here at Otterbein. You have to understand, days like today is why we do what we do. This is why we get out of bed in the morning. This is why we chose careers in education, or for days like this and moments like this. And so we are celebrating with you today. Today, we celebrate the fact that you have accomplished all that you have accomplished. But I've got a little secret for you, graduates. All of us at Otterbein work so very hard for you, but it's not really all about you. Our mission at Otterbein is to make this world a better place, and you are the means to our end. We know that you will go out and make this world a better place now in our name, in Otterbein's name. So the real work now after graduation is yours. My question for you is, what will you do now? You are in a select group. Only 30% of American adults have a college degree. Only 25% in the state of Ohio. Few people have had the experiences and life-changing opportunities you have. Our hope is certainly that you go on to be great teachers, nurses, business leaders, whatever's next for you. But we more than that hope that you will go on to become even greater people who can guide others to the success that you've enjoyed, who don't just have a career, but have a passion to serve others, who know it's about more than getting a paycheck, it's about paying forward all that you have been given. This is somewhat selfish on my part. If you make the world a better place, it's better for me and my kids, but ultimately it's a wish for you to live a life where you know you have served others. There is no more fulfilling thing that we could wish for you. And so, class, in my last moment with you, I will leave you with a charge. May you lead with wisdom and caring, not simple self-interest. May you use your gifts in education to serve others, not just yourself. May you pave the way for success for others, not slam the door behind you. May you live lives that serve as an example for your children and for mine. May you make this world a better place by your life, work, and love. So get ready, world. Here comes the Otterbein class of 2019. Go get them. The benediction will be offered by Jeremy Paul, who received a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science today. Jeremy was a member of Phi Delta Theta, served as the Student Hall Director for Dunlap King Hall, and was proud to serve 2 terms as student government president. I can also tell you that I'm personally grateful to Jeremy because he was on the presidential search committee, so thanks for that. Jeremy believes that Otterbein is a product of its people, its history, and its educational experiences. For these reasons, he credits Otterbein and those around him for serving as the place he could find his voice. Jeremy will be attending Ohio University to pursue a master's in education in college student personnel. At Ohio University, Jeremy will also work as a graduate assistant for programming and honors within sorority and fraternity life. Following the benediction will be the singing of the Otterbein Love Song, led by Seth Hazen, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Music and Business with a concentration in Arts Administration. While at Otterbein, Seth was involved in concert choir, Sigma Delta Phi, Ottertuned a cappella group. He served as a member of the host and tour program, the SOAR orientation team. Seth says he is grateful for his Otterbein experience and will always be proud of the performances that the concert choir did in Germany to honor Johann Sebastian Bach. A native of Cincinnati, Seth plans to stay in the Columbus area after graduation with hopes of working for an arts organization that works to make the arts accessible to all. After the love song, I ask that you remain in your seats until the recessional is complete. Our ushers will lead the graduates where you can reconnect following the recessional. My thanks to the men of Sigma Delta Phi fraternity for their leadership and outstanding service as our ushers today and throughout the 2019 commencement season. Following the singing of the love song, I declare the commencement ceremony in this 172nd year of Otterbein University officially concluded. At this time, I will ask Jeremy to come forward and offer our benediction. Thank you.
Thank you, President Comerford. At this time, I invite you to stand as able. Please join me in a moment of reflection. As we begin our reflection together, I'd like to share the words of poet Abby Willowroot. The day is done. It cannot be changed. My actions and my thoughts reflected my own spirit on this day. Of some I am proud, and of some I am not. When I wake, there will be new chances to think and act with wisdom and compassion. There will be new temptations to be petty, small, and selfish. May I choose wisely and well from waking to day's end. As we continue on to our postgraduate plans, give us the strength to be purveyors of the common good in the world around us. Give us the power to go forth in this world and do what ought to be done. As we progress through our collective journeys, we know that we will encounter no's, hardships, and perhaps some failures. May the kindness, love, and wisdom that we gained at Otterbein University serve us to be global change makers and allow us to not be discouraged by the ever-changing world around us. In difficult times, let us remember the people and the things that have provided us with support and love throughout our time at Otterbein and beyond, whether that be our families, our friends, our educators, or our respective faiths. Finally, I ask for the overall health and happiness of the Otterbein class of 2019, as we work toward achieving lives of prosperity, happiness, and success. When we leave this place that we have all come to love so much together, let us be mindful of the way that we can intentionally work to make this world a better place, full of love, compassion, and kindness. Amen.
Would you please remain standing and join me in singing Otterbein's love song? The words to the love song can be found on the inside cover of your program.
In a quiet, peaceful village, there is one we love so true. She ever gives a welcome to her friends way. O Otterbein, we love thee. Our hearts are only thine. We pledge anew, we will be true. Dear Otterbein,